In Anurag Kashyap's Gangs of Wasseypur, Faizal Khan is a vulnerable, emotional, and reluctant criminal gang leader who makes us question the very notion of an anti-hero. The Swaddle presents Recasting. The anti-hero trope in Hindi cinema can be traced back to Ashok Kumar's character in the 1943 film Kismat.
इंस्पेक्टर साहब, रानी को गिरफ्तार करने की जरूरत नहीं।
With Amitabh Bachchan's 1978 film Dawn, anti-heroes became a popular subject of crime thrillers. They were portrayed as shrewd, elusive, and clever individuals, but in most instances lacked a proper backstory. This changed from the 90s onwards, when heroes were given elaborate origin stories, taking up the path of crime to either fight against a corrupt law enforcement system, take revenge for the death of a loved one, or for the persistent lack of love from a young age. Anti-heroes don't usually fall in love, but when they do, their idea of romantic love comes from a place of want and possession rather than an idea of equal companionship. But this is where Faizal Khan from Gangs of Wasseypur breaks the mold. Faizal Khan enjoys watching Bollywood movies and is sentimental enough to cry during emotional scenes. As a young boy, he spends most of his time at the movie theatre, and it is here that he takes an instant liking to Mohsina Hamid, thanks to their shared obsession with films. When Faizal and Mohsina begin dating, unlike typical anti-heroes, Faizal is earnest, honest, and caring towards her. In a scene that has since become iconic for its portrayal of consent, we see Faizal apologizing to Mohsina for trying to hold her hand without her permission.
कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
कुछ नहीं, वो ऐसे ही बस।
अच्छा बैठिए।
सॉरी, गलती हो गई।
While his brothers are impulsive, hypermasculine, and heavily into the crime business that they were born into, Faizal is hesitant to take initiative, makes a number of mistakes, and struggles with drug addiction. He only joins the family crime business when coaxed by his grieving mother to avenge his father's and brother's deaths.
बाप का, दादा का, भाई का, सबका बदला लेगा रत्रा फैजल.
Even then, Faizal's bid for revenge is hardly steadfast and wavers from time to time. At one instance, he even makes a truce with his father's killers for access to more power and prestige. Most mainstream Indian movies end up using the anti-hero's backstory to justify his impulsive and vengeful criminal actions. However, Faizal's backstory paints a different picture. The writer-director flesh out a contradiction between Faizal's hatred for his father, which he develops as a child, and his duty to avenge his father's death. Ultimately, the clash of emotions leads him to developing an apathetic attitude towards his family's crime business. This apathy makes him less driven than most gangsters and casts him as a vulnerable person trying to calculatively find his way out of a precarious position. He is quick to shift loyalties and even given to dangerous ploys if they guarantee a good profit. His need for power and control stem not from ambition, but from a bid to escape from dangerous gang wars and get legal protection. In such a scenario, we are forced to think, would we act differently if put in Faizal's shoes? In Gangs of Wasseypur, we therefore meet an anti-hero who forces us to question the idea of having a choice between right and wrong, making us reflect on how our social reality manufactures crime and criminals.